Father Ted creator Graham Linehan pleads not guilty to harassing a trans woman.
Of course he's going to plead not guilty, but at the same time...
Yeah. So here's the thing about this that I feel like I don't know how much the UK court system is going to oh, apparently she was the girl was 17 when it happened. So a trans child. That okay, I didn't know she was 17 at the time. That will come into play later when we get into the article, but
I feel like there is no statement that ever is good that begins with "I didn't know she was 17 at the time."
I'm talking about other people's actions here, not me.
I know. I just wanted to point it out. Senator, thank you for redeeming your points for fucking degen.
He was wearing a shirt that said trans women are not women when he went in to do his not guilty plea.
That's actually not a thing you're allowed to do in America.
That could impact his case. I mean, like, hey, you wore a shirt that obviously is meant to make this person feel uncomfortable to court to deal with you harassing this person.
Mm-hmm. So, fun behind the scenes.
Can you explain why you thought that was a good idea?
Fun behind the scenes fact. So you know the trans woman who was arrested in Florida, Marcy Rankton, right?
It says if this is the one where Linehan was harassing her about her genitals. Oh, gross. I didn't actually get it. I didn't read the details about this. So, just what they gave in this article.
Rhino, you know Marcy Rankton, the trans woman who was arrested in Florida, right?
No.
Okay, so TLDR, she was a trans woman arrested in Florida for using the bathroom at the Capitol as a trans woman. That's the TLDR of the situation.
Okay.
The details of which are she let law enforcement know that she was going to be going to the bathroom and that they know in their heart of hearts that enforcing that law would be the wrong thing to do. And then they did it anyway, and now she's got a big trespassing charge. And when I went to Florida, it was for that arraignment. So the court case for that is going to be happening on June 11th, and I'm going to be going to the full...
It's my birthday.
Tragic. Anyway, I am going to be going to the protest for the court case, and I just got out of a meeting earlier today with Equality Florida, and we were talking about the plans for making sure that we would be able to have a good protest there that would be able to accomplish the things that we needed to accomplish. One of the rules that we have to adhere to is if you are going to the courthouse to support the defendant, in this case Marcy Rankton, if you are going to do that, you are not allowed to wear a shirt that says anything of any political affiliation or anything in regards to the defendant or to the accuser.
Because that can impact the case.
You are the plan is to go in.
You don't want the prosecutor to be able to get up there and be like, look at the kinds of people that this person attracts.
Yeah, like the closest thing you can do is like go in wearing a shirt of the same color. Right? Like that's effectively what you can do. So knowing that and having been like privy to plans about shit like this, knowing what Linehan has done, it disgusts me, not just from the I would rather just burn that shirt on your body position, but also from the how do you not understand that this is not a good thing for you to do? How do you not fucking get that?
Yeah, no, I do not know. Let's see. I'm quickly looking it up. No, see, most of the articles about this didn't really give many details. So I'm having trouble finding whether or not this was the specific case. Teach what lesson? I was trying to figure out whether this was the 17-year-old girl, because that does impact this quite a bit. So he appeared at the magistrate's court on Monday and denied that he harassed the trans woman, Sophia Brooks. And apparently he also damaged her mobile phone at an event, the Battle of Ideas Festival. He was a speaker there. And yeah, he was abusing her on social media. Allegedly.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So yeah, he went outside with his supporters to give a little speech afterwards, wearing a shirt that read "Trans women are not women." And so this is where it becomes relevant whether or not she was a child when this happened. Is one of the things he said was, "For 6 years, ever since I began defending the rights of women and children against a dangerous ideology, I have faced harassment, abuse, and threats. I've lost a great deal, but I am still here, and I will not waver in my resolve." So, like, if you harass a child in the furtherance of protecting children, you're not protecting children.
No, you're just being an asshole.
Just end of statement.
You are selecting
the age of majority in the UK, 17 instead of 18. You know what? Everyone under 25 is a child. Just go with insurance rules.
If your age combined with the color of your car affects our decision, then...
Yeah, so before I started dating my current partner, I dated a 28-year-old for a couple months, and it was just like, there's such a disconnect here with just the age difference. And it was like, it's not that big of a gap, but like...
But it's enough.
It's enough, and it's like, no. Old man shakes fist at cloud. That's me.
Yeah, but the cloud deserves it. Like, it's fine.
That's actually going to be the tagline of the other channel that I have to actually do something on now that I've mentioned it twice in a row. Is that like this, like, oh, welcome to the narrative drift, the place where I embrace my inevitable descent into becoming the man who shakes fist at cloud. I'm still working on it. I'll come up with something better. So this is where
it should be old man shakes ass at cloud.
Sure. clap them cheeks at that cloud. I don't know why clapping cheeks at a cloud made me go here, but did you know that there's a honest for goodness real movie called Spermageddon?
What?
It's like Sausage Party, but like also kind of sex positive, but in like a good way, not just the Sausage Party, everybody have sex now way.
No, I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It is apparently a it's an animated movie that it follows dual roles of like here's the couple that are having sex, and here's the anthropomorphic sperm, and they've got like dual plot lines going on. The writer of the movie, or one of the people behind it, described it as being inspired by Lord of the Rings, because the sperm go on an epic journey to find the egg.
That's just Bowser's Inside Story, but for a sperm. Because Bowser's Inside Story is an RPG where you're playing as Bowser and Mario and Luigi are in his bowels fighting through like bacterium and shit, and they're going on an adventure to help Bowser. It is a weird game, but it is fucking beautiful. That is okay. All that is. Just instead of Mario and Luigi, it's a sperm.
Okay, well, I mean, spoiler, they do end up in the bowels at one point. Yeah, no, I haven't actually seen the movie, but I want to now. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but I feel like I need to see it. But yeah, speaking of sentient shit or whatever we were just talking about, Graham Linehan is a person. And also the media in the UK is completely fucked up. Like every story that I found, this came from the Pink News. Every story I found that wasn't the Pink News was written from a very sympathetic perspective. Like they went out of their way to like portray Linehan as like being the victim here. It's just like, come on, what? Like, why you gotta be like that?
I think it's because of the Supreme Court ruling. They're like, this is the way the winds are going, so this is the way we have to spin it.
No, they've been like that for a while. Like it's you would basically never see anything saying anything about trans people in a positive light in any UK mainstream news outlet for like probably the last 5 years at least.
Stop says that's a kink that's off the table for me. Same with giant sperm. Paige Wilder says, what Supreme Court ruling? The one in the UK that effectively stripped trans women of their protections under the Equality Act.
His shirt was directly referencing that because apparently he was quoting the headline from the Daily Telegraph, which the headline was just "Trans women are not women," and that was basically like, as much as the Daily Telegraph is a right-wing rag, that is what that ruling boiled down to. Mm-hmm. But it's worse than that because the way it shook out is that effectively trans people are just not allowed to use public restrooms. Because if they use the one that matches with their sex assigned at birth, then they run afoul of this one law. But if they use the one that they identify with, then they run afoul of the new Supreme Court ruling. Like there's two conflicting things there, where basically now trans people aren't allowed to use the washroom.
The entire point of all of these rulings from the beginning has been to move trans people away from public life. It's the same way that hostile architecture is made to move homeless people out of public life. It is not to make life better for anyone. It is to make life more convenient for the people who are already not disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I really could not do any of this without all of you. Those of you watching, and especially those of you who support me on Patreon. I wanted to go ahead and take a minute to thank all of you who do that, because with YouTube being what it is these days, I really cannot do this full time without the support from each and every one of you. Those people would be Red Joker, Purple Poundini, Jemshin, Britzkrieg, Jupe the Malignant, Michael, Ravalern, Mabbity Babbity, Astral Frontier, Tales of Atonement, Nixie Chan, Kiri Artemis, Victorian Alchemist, I'm not saying the last part of that, and you know that, Leela Ururaka, Arcton Arclacier, Kiratorian, Dren Hadamata, Jordan M, John L, Lord Bleck, Smiling Game Master, and Fireshard. Thank you so very much. But since you're here, why not go ahead and try watching another one? There should be one that's on the screen right now. And if you are a patron of mine, I wanted to go ahead and thank you again for all of your support. There is still a video you could press though, if you'd like. I would appreciate it just a little bit.